Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play series. For today, we are going to the end. Not necessarily the end of this Let's Play series, as I want to talk a little bit more about that at the end of the episode, but to the end dimension where we can defeat basically the final boss of Minecraft, where while Minecraft is an incredibly open-ended survival game, it still does have some linear progression that we can work through. So let's go ahead and head over there. Our last episode we tracked down the stronghold, and in between the last episode and this episode I built a tunnel from our main nether base to the stronghold in the nether, and I also got full diamond armor enchanted with some not great enchantments, but I have a lot of stuff here that I don't necessarily need all of this, but I am just bringing it so that we can go ahead and try to defeat the ender dragon pretty easily. So let's go ahead, go into our nether portal, where this is my classic little base that I set up a couple episodes ago, and I finished this tunnel that goes all the way to the warped forest, which I killed a ton of endermen there. But down this way we have the stronghold, and this is basically just like the style of tunnel that I like to build, where I did pick these two blocks, which I've never used these blocks before in a nether tunnel system, and I think I like them a decent amount. I've used deep slate tiles often, but never a tough slab. But it's just a relatively long journey down this pretty straight tunnel that is pretty safe because we have lower half slabs so mobs can't spawn, but it is significantly faster than running on the overworld, and we are already almost there. Where last episode I spent a long time just running across the world, so it is definitely nice to have a decent transportation system set up where we can go ahead and enter a tiny little base that I built right over here. And I actually added some windows because I thought it looked cool. We can just walk out here really quickly where there's a few pigmen, but yeah, just a random area that happened to be where the portal is located in the overworld, where we can go ahead and go through the stronghold portal. And hopefully I dealt with all the silverfish, and I just now realized that I did not bring my eyes of ender. Okay, well, I dealt with that issue, and there's a piglin here. Maybe I should just, try to casually just, okay, you don't want to go down there. Let's go ahead and set my spawn point here. And then I think I'm ready. We're going to want one of the water buckets out and have some cobblestone with us. And let's go ahead and put the eyes of ender into the ender portal, which this is always a very kind of scary moment when we're about to go into the end. And when we put the last one in, something very cool happens, of course. Such a cool sound effect, and such a cool portal, where I think whenever you activate an ender portal, everyone on the server, no matter where they are, hears it, which I think is really, really cool. Let's go ahead and maybe put an ender pearl in our hotbar so we can use it to save ourselves. And I think first things first, let's go ahead and hold the cobblestone and let's jump through. Let's go ahead, just really quickly build up a tiny bit of a safe area where we are now in a brand new dimension, and we need to get out this way. And we are thrown straight into the boss fight against the ender dragon, which is of course a little bit stressful because it is one of 2 boss fights in the game. But I think we're kind of in a safe spot. Let's go ahead, build this up a little bit. I'm just being extra safe here. You don't need to be super safe, if we're being honest. And the fight against the ender dragon is ultimately really, really easy, but I do like to take some precautions here. There's the dragon. Let's stay down here for just a second while he just flies around as he throws that at me. Which we can actually go ahead, grab these bottles, and we can harvest some of this to get dragon's breath, which is very, very cool. But let's go ahead, build this up a little bit more, and let's get over this way. Let's try to find a safe haven here, or basically we can just try to hit the ender dragon a bunch and we will be able to deal damage, except the ender dragon is going to heal from these different crystals, and we can see beams of light or whatever going towards the dragon. So we need to be able to get to every single one of the crystals and break them, which we have to basically build up to them, or we can try to shoot them. But I'm going to go ahead and get a bunch of water, because water is incredibly important, because one, it helps deal with the endermen, which there are a ton of endermen all around here, and then this fight has a ton of like knockback stuff, so we are going to have to make sure we land in water so we don't die to fall damage. Let's get over here, let's get rid of this, and let's go ahead and throw, or maybe let's go ahead and build a thing of water here. We need to be very careful. Here's the dragon. Let's go ahead and get, okay, this is horrible. So we can go ahead and build a little safe haven against this enderman, and we can defeat him first. And these sound effects are just atrocious. Okay, I think I turned them down a little bit. Let's actually grab some water here, let's throw some there, get some new water. And let's build up this way. Let's go ahead and throw that down there. That's not what I meant. I wanted it there. Continue building up. I think we're about to get hit. Okay, let's break into here. And I think we can basically just safely deal with that one. So that's 2 dealt with now. Let's grab another bucket of water. Okay, there's this and dragon. We need to make sure we don't make eye contact with any endermen. That would be really bad for us. I think the ender dragon's going back to the center right now, so let's very quickly try to build up. This is kind of sketch. Deal with that. Let's get back down here, and I'm just going to run away for a second. He just dealt damage to his own enderman. Can deal some damage to the dragon, I guess. Not going to do too much for us right now. Get some more water. Keep looking at the ground, and let's get out this way. I do like to take this fight like pretty slowly, even though you by no means have to. But I guess it does feel more like a boss fight if you kind of just go through the motions, I suppose. But there are a lot of like special mechanics that you can participate in, where you can really easily deal with like the ender dragon in a matter of seconds. Use some more cobblestone to get up here. Where did the dragon go? I don't hear him anymore. It's so quiet. Okay, this is a really tall one. Oh, that scared me. The dragon is so, he's like right there. Okay, well that just dealt a ton of damage to him. Let's try to shoot some of these so we don't have to get to them. Oh, that's so close. Oh, I should have kept, where am I hitting? Okay, there's one. Let's get down here. I saw like fireball coming at me. I need to get another bucket of water. Let's come here. And we can fight the ender dragon more in the future. We can like respawn him, so we can leave like all this water here because it might be helpful for us. This pillar, go ahead, put some more water in. Water is always safe. And let's go ahead and be extra safe here. Just take some time to throw water down in a bunch of random areas. If you do die, it's not too big of an issue. We can just come back in here and probably pick up our stuff, but it's still good to try not to die. I'm gonna take a second to heal. The dragon's on the other side of this pillar right now. Let's try to get up to here. I think we have a moment of safety because the dragon does come down every now and then to basically be able to be hit, so we can deal damage to him at that moment. But when we're not trying to deal damage, it is like a moment of respite from this fight. And just a few more. Okay, there's that. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, that's awkward. Let's go ahead, go back through here. I got some cobblestone. And let's get back to where my body was. I did just lose 27 levels, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. I put so much water down and I somehow missed all of it, which is just so unlucky. Let's try not to anger any endermen while we have nothing on us. Here's all of our stuff. Some of it has been taken by the water, so I guess that's a little unlucky. We could have potentially gone off the side, but I think we're fine. Let's grab this. And then it looks like we're missing one all the way over there. I thought I got that one already. Let's try to shoot it. Okay. And I think that is every defensive pillar. So let's go ahead and get down here and let's get towards the center of this massive arena that we are currently in. So there's going to be some fire breath everywhere. Oh, we are being attacked? I thought we were being attacked for a second. Let's go ahead, come here, and let's build up a little safe spots. Let's use some end stone, a new building block that we can work with. And this is just like an area where we can safely fight some endermen without them being able to hit us. It's kind of like a little cheat code, I suppose. And then the dragon is potentially coming down. So let's go ahead and try to deal as much damage as we can to the dragon right now, where the endermen were attacking him as well. So we just dealt some damage. I'm gonna throw some more water around. And we cannot shoot him right here, but we can go ahead and shoot the head. Try to get some arrows off of him. We just got an achievement for that. Too bad we can't like set him on fire. Okay, let's get over here. Let's go ahead and build this up a little. Let's get some hits in. Dragon's gonna be a cat. Oh, Enderman. Let's get down here. Where are you? Okay, let's deal with you. I guess I angered you at some point. Enderman, of course, cannot be shot by arrows. So, wow. Our bow and arrows are really only good against the dragon, and I do only have 32 arrows left. Okay, I think she's like potentially coming down. Shoot you. Okay. I think we could maybe finish it here. A few strikes. There we go. And we get a ton of experience. So we were like level 27 when we came in here and we died, so we're level 7. But we can go ahead and just get, I think it's like, I guess we're about to find out, like 60 levels of experience. So there we go, 65, 66. So I guess it's like 59 levels of experience. And that is the Ender Dragon fight, where we get a ton of experience. And then we can also get this egg as a reward too, but we have to pick it up in like a super unique way, where there's like a few different ways we could do it, but I tend to just do it with like a piston. So let's go ahead and just build a little thing around here and put that one there, and then we could put a piston here and then grab a redstone torch, and then we can activate, wait, hold on a second, activate it. There we go. I know how to do redstone. And we got the dragon egg, and then we can go ahead and jump through the portal to experience basically the ending cutscene of Minecraft, which I never really watched, but let's go ahead and watch it now. So that is definitely interesting. And then there is the end credits there as well, which I can link down in the description. But we spawn back at our bed in the overworld. So maybe let's just sleep really quickly in case it's nighttime. And let's go ahead, go through the nether portal and get back to our base because we have some work to do. Home, sweet home. Let's go ahead and stash the dragon egg in here. And then I have so many random items that I'm just going to go ahead and maybe throw a bunch in here. And I'm going to grab some cobblestone because I'm going to want some of that very, very soon. But first, since we are at level 66, we can go ahead and do a bunch of enchanting, like a lot of enchanting. And there is really a lot we can do with this, but I think first things first, I really want to make an incredibly powerful bow. So let's go ahead and get some string and some sticks. And let's go ahead and make a few of these and see what type of enchantments we get. Where this is definitely decent, but I want something even better. So power 4, that's the same as that one. Let's go ahead. Unbreaking 3, power 3. Okay, that's kind of better in some ways. Unbreaking 3. We are getting so unlucky. Demoralizing. I wanted to enchant more than just a bow. Okay, power 3, flame 1, punch 1, unbreaking 3. It's the same one as I already have. This might be the unluckiest I've ever been with enchanting. This is so unfortunate. I just really want a good bow because it's maybe my favorite weapon in the game. And I guess let's go for another batch of 3. I just got some more lapis. Let's see what we get. I'm so demoralized right now. We can only do 2 more enchantments. And 1 more enchantment. Let's make 1 more bow. Okay, this is our last chance. Please, please give me infinity. Well, this certainly was unlucky, but I guess I still have this one, but now I have to make more arrows, but I think I'm out of everything we need for arrows. So I guess I'm just not going to use a bow in the immediate future. But for a little bit longer, let's go ahead and head back towards the end because there's still a little bit more that I want to do there. Back through our portal and very carefully, let's get across this bridge. I should maybe reinforce this, but let's get up here because we have the central end island here, which is where we fight the Ender Dragon. But every time you defeat the Ender Dragon, we have a portal here that spawns that will take us to the outer end islands, which we can explore for a ton of stuff. And you can get to the outer end islands even before defeating the Ender Dragon if you basically build out like, what is it, 2,000 blocks? And there's like some other like quirky ways you can get out there, but the main way is to defeat the Ender Dragon and then come through this portal, and that's kind of like the intended way, as much as you can say like intended in Minecraft. But let's go ahead and build a platform around this so we can go ahead and just portal through it. Aim for here, it sends us here. We got the achievement remote getaway, and we have this portal here, which I should go ahead and write down the coordinates of, and we can begin exploring. So let's go ahead, maybe try to build a tiny bit of a staircase up this way. I kind of wasted a little bit of cobblestone, but it's cobblestone, who cares? And we just broke out to here. There's so many endermen. Let's be very careful here. Let's try to build up a little pillar right there just to mark where we need to go, and let's just get out of here. There, let's go ahead and break this. And we can get some chorus fruit, which I believe we can grow when we get back home. And I see another portal back to the central island right there, which is nice, but I really just want to get out of this area. It feels so dangerous to bridge over the void. And there we go. That's what I've been looking for. Let's go ahead and run towards this incredibly cool end city. Let's very quickly bridge across here. I hate it when the spooky music plays. Let's just get over to the other side safely. where there's no void directly under us. Get here, and okay. What an insanely cool looking structure. Let's go ahead and put some water down here. And let's go ahead and start exploring this area where there are some shulkers that we can go ahead and defeat, which are incredibly important to defeat because you can get their shells or whatever. What are they called? Yeah, shulker shells. And by doing that, we will be able to create shulker chests, which are portable chests. Let's go ahead and just let that fire away. And let's get out of here. There we go. I do like using these rods as a light source, so we can maybe grab a few of them as well while we are up here. Go ahead and break this one really quickly because you look like an easy target for us. And of course he teleports. Let's try to kill another one here. There we go. We need to get at least 2 shells. Just carefully sneak up this way, maybe. Oh, there's so many in here. Let's go ahead and use their levitation attack to our advantage. Let's get up here. Oh, here's a couple of chests. Let's see what's inside. If we can get away from these two. We got something I don't really want because it's curse of binding on it, but it's kind of good outside of that. And then, ooh, and this one, some diamonds, which is nice. Let's get up here. Wish maybe I did not want to come up here, actually. Just throw some water down. Okay. And then where do we need to go next? I wonder if there's any chests down here. There are a couple right here. So we got, oh, that is a fantastic piece of armor. Got that. Nothing really good in here. But we got some beetroot seeds, so I guess that's cool. Let's go ahead and start building out this way. I don't have too many blocks at my disposal. So let's go ahead and utilize every single one of them, including this staircase. Then I have 17 more. So let's get as close as we can, maybe. Eat a carrot, of course. It looks really, really cool up here. I'm gonna be completely honest. Okay. Now, let's aim for the mast. And let's fire our ender pearl and be ready to attack. Because we have this shulker that we can go ahead and try to defeat. There we go, we got another shell, that's what I needed. Let's get down here. A brewing stand with some potions, I'll take that. And then let's defeat this. I think there's another one somewhere. But we can go ahead and get the Elytra, which we can fly with. Let's see what's in here, just some diamonds, random stuff. Let's get these chests, why not? We got an efficiency 4, unbreaking 3, mending pickaxe. That's incredible. Let's go ahead and get rid of this iron shovel that I don't want just to pick that up. And let's get out this way because I hear... Oh, there you are. Oh, you just teleported. Let's go ahead and equip the Elytra so we can fly. In fact, actually, it looks like... Oh, you're down there now. Okay. Let's wait for this to go away. Oh, there's one right there that we can try to hit too. Let's bring down here. Deal with you really quickly. There we go. I just really wanted a second shell, so let's go ahead. Get up here. I have the Elytra equipped. And let's go ahead and fly away just like this. And let's just get away from here. But you have to be careful because the durability is pretty low. We can just try to get back towards where we came from, and I think there's going to be a portal right around here. We passed by like 3 portals on the way here, but we can also just safely land really quickly. And we can create firework rockets in order to launch ourselves with an Elytra. So that is definitely going to be something we would potentially want to look at as we progress through the world. Let's go ahead and fire this ender portal, and try to at least. There we go, and we go back to the main island. Let's get up here really quickly, and let's get back towards the center where we defeated the ender dragon, and then let's go home. And home sweet home once again. Let's go ahead and take our 2 chests that I harvested and the shulker shells, and we can make some shulker boxes, which we can throw down on the ground, and they act just like regular chests. We can go ahead and just dump everything in here if we want, which I guess let's go ahead and just do that for the sake of trying this out, where we can then go ahead and pick up the shulker box. And you can see it has a bunch of items in it, and then we can move it around, and we can throw it down, and then we can get the items out of them and then pick it back up if we wanted. And we can also put on like walls and stuff, which is really cool. But I think that is going to do it for my adventures in this episode. Where as far as this Let's Play series goes, I'm really interested to hear what people think about it. Where I think this is basically the last episode I'm going to do in this specific format, and I'm not exactly sure how much more I specifically want to do. On one hand, I would hypothetically just go forever, but on the other hand, I'm not sure if I'm exactly interested in doing that in like a Let's Play series format. Where I definitely have one more episode left to do in the series that I'm going to do no matter what, so that might potentially be the last episode of this series, and it's going to be sometime in the future. But if anyone has any thoughts about where they would like to see this series goes, go ahead and let me know, and I'm going to think about stuff as we progress towards that potential final episode. But thank you all so much for watching this episode. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all are taking great care of yourselves. Remember, as always, to drink some water, check your posture, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time in my Minecraft world. Goodbye.